Alright, so if everybody can gather around and look at me, what we're going to learn about is the pitch and the chip and what the differences are. So Bobby, Luke, Ben, Tanner, what I want you to see are the key differences between making a pitch and a chip, because that's the difference of how we're going to attack the pin and the best way to get close to the pin. So with a pitch, basically what we're going to do is have a little bit of an open stance. Our weight's going to be forward. It's going to be near the forward portion of our stance, so the ball position is going to be a little bit forward. We're not going to choke down on it like a chip. And what we're going to do is when we take it back, we're going to have a little bit of a wrist cock. So you see this wrist cock, Tanner? I know you don't really do much of a wrist cock, but we need to get that wrist cocked a little bit. And what we want to do is have that face open a little bit because we want to get that ball up high. The pitch is 2/3 in the air and 1/3 rolling out, and that's what we want with the pitch. So set up, our weight's forward, our stance is a little open, check. Our club face is open, check. Lean that shaft a little bit forward, good. Make sure your knees are bent. We're going to take it back roughly past parallel. We're going to make sure that with our target, right now it's roughly 20 yards away. We're going to make sure it's going to travel about like 12 yards and then release to the pin. And when you see that release, we're going to do one more. Weight forward, open stance. Left face is a little open. When we take it back, we're going to hinge that wrist just a little bit. And that's the correct way to do a pitch shot. Now, Bobby, I know you have a little trouble with the difference between a pitch and a chip. So what I want you to do is see the difference in the stroke. So we're going to choke down a little bit. We're still going to have our weight forward, but it's going to be near the back of our stance. And what we're going to do is a nice putting stroke. That's all I want you guys to think about is a putting stroke. It's the only pretty much key difference between the pitch and the chip is the fact that it's going to be a putting stroke. And this is going to be right when we decide we don't want to putt and we want to chip. So putt when you can putt, chip when you can't putt, pitch when you can't chip. And that's the basic rule you got to go through, guys. So we got our ball position a little bit back, head above the ball, weight a little forward, choke down, putting stroke. And what it's going to do is it's going to do the opposite of a pitch. You guys see that it went 1/3 in the air, 2/3 roll out. That's basically the key to the chip.